Welcome back to Major Discussions. I'm your host, Vega Khaturetsky. I'm here with my co-host, Melinda Brancato.
And today is the season 4 finale of Major Discussions. We're so excited!
So far, for every season finale, we've had another one of our original production pals come onto the show. First, it was Madcaps with Chris and Jeff. Then we had Brian from Laker Connections and Jacob from Sports Talk on the show to get an inside look of the feud between the shows. And most recently, we had Chloe and Anna from The Kinda Late Show.
Today, you'll notice that it's just us. And there's a reason for that. Faye, if you will please make your announcement.
Well, that was very quick for me to just have to make this announcement. But anyway, Major Discussions is coming to its end, and it's because a lot of new opportunities have come up for me, and due to my increased workload and just being super busy, unfortunately I cannot continue with this, but I've really appreciated the time that we've spent here and the memories we've made and the guests that we've hosted and all of that, and I'm really happy about having been able to have this experience, and we just decided to have a show together, just me and Mel, to reflect on our time together on the show, just with us. So,
yep. So, what that means for the future is basically, as Faye mentioned, she'll be taking a step back. My role within TOP is changing. I'm still not entirely sure what that means. So you might see me with a new show. You might see me just kind of kicking it around, doing crew stuff. I have yet to figure all that out. But I'm really excited for what lies ahead, and I'm excited to have Faye with me here today. So, yeah. With that all being said, let's take our final episode together and reflect. As this show is about growth, tell me the biggest thing you've taken from your 2 years of college so far.
So, there's been a lot. I mean, I'd say the biggest thing that I've taken in terms of growth is that I can make time for things if I want to. And I know it doesn't feel like, because I'm taking a step back from Major Discussions, it might be like, well, Faye, you actually don't have time for everything. Well, yeah, because I don't have time for everything. And so sometimes it's important to redirect my energies into things that are important to me, and this is important to me. But I'm glad for the 2 years that we've had doing this, and I think that's the time management factor is really important, and that's something I've definitely grown in.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely understand that. And again, that the idea of balancing things and picking and choosing and knowing that, hey, I got 2 years out of this experience, I'm ready to move on to other bigger, greater things. I think that's important. Biggest thing I've probably learned out of those 2 years is that I'm allowed to take up space, and I'm allowed to do really cool things like this show. I mean, I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. You brought me on episode 2. Here I am now, and we're doing a finale together, and it's been a heck of a ride. So I'm really grateful for all of it, and I'm really grateful.
Yeah. And I'm really grateful that I asked you, because the directors at the time had been like, Faye, you need a co-host. You're not going to fill up time enough if you don't have a co-host. And we met while you were shadowing, and it felt so right for you to come on as a guest. And then after that, I'm like, you're so good at this. Like, you're like a natural on camera. So I was like, obviously, you're the perfect candidate for that. And we've had so many fun, informative, and chaotic experiences during our educational career so far. And what has been your favorite memory overall?
I mean, this show has been a big part of it, but we'll be talking about this show for the entirety of the show. So I think outside of even TOP in general, my favorite memory on college has been, that's a tough one. I have so many memories with people. Being able to connect with my cousin Tina all the time is awesome, because a lot of the times people think we were really close growing up, and we weren't, just because of life and things, and nothing crazy. But being able to get close with her again, that's been probably one of my favorite things so far in college. How about for you?
For me, I'm president of Jewish Life, which has been really, really great that I'm able to be part of that and to create events and opportunities for Jewish students on campus to get together. And I've really enjoyed being able to do that and create community and create a space where people can feel comfortable and eat good food and and to have that place to get together. So I think that's been a really great experience for me to have overall. I know it's not a specific memory, but I mean, we had a great event at like Falafel Fest earlier this year.
That sounds like a blast.
I know, right? It was great. It wasn't a large event. It sounds like it might be large, but it's not. It was like just a small event with a few of us, but we had falafel and other like great Israeli food, so that was fun.
Nice. I mean, with everything you've accomplished so far, what do you think are some skills that you've learned along the way? Like transferable skills, you know, stuff like that.
Well, I've learned a lot of practical skills in TOP of just like, well, I've become really good at using Inception, which is great.
Which is great, because it's gonna be rough.
I'm literally always here, and I told you that before this, that I'm always here. I can be in my new role as a consultant. I'm kidding, but also again, like before I mentioned the time management stuff, and I think the skills of just being more authentic, because sometimes I feel like this need to put on a mask to look a certain way, and I think just being open and talking frankly about my experiences and talking frankly in like an authentic way to people, that's like a skill that I've learned and that I really appreciate having.
I think for me, transferable skill-wise, I mean, communication is always a big one, but that's like the go-to for everybody. It's funny you brought up presentation. So I think the way I go about presenting myself in a room full of people, it's still something I'm navigating. It's something I've had conversations with people about before and how they go about it, you know, because a lot goes into it. But the biggest thing for me is learning that adaptability and not necessarily, my freshman year I came in hot. I made a lot of people mad. And that's okay, but there's better ways to go about being ambitious, and I think I've learned to kind of be a little bit more strategic about that.
You definitely are a very ambitious person. So I don't think that's always a bad thing to make people angry. I feel like if it's something worth getting angry about, then it's a good thing. Let people be angry, but definitely be strategic, like you said.
Yeah.
And is there any advice you wish someone would have given you that maybe you'd share for future students that you learned by yourself?
You don't have to have it all figured out in a day. I think that's advice I'd gotten before, but I didn't actually listen to. It's still something I don't always listen to, but that's probably one of the biggest pieces. How about for you? And any advice for me moving forward, I guess?
Oh, for you? I mean, we've learned the things together.
Yeah.
So advice, I wish people had taught me how to use Inception better.
Okay.
I learned all of that by myself.
I don't know if that's true. They had trainings and stuff.
They didn't have a training when before.
Freshman year?
No, when I first started, there was no training, and some of the things I was told not to do afterwards, which was fine. But afterwards, nowadays they have training. So if you're thinking about starting in TOP, they're going to train you, unlike me. No, but it was good. And just in general, like Mel said, you don't have to have it all figured out. You're going to figure it out eventually, and it doesn't have to be right now, and just meet the people and do the things, and definitely, like I've said in the past, create those relationships with people, and do things that, like I said in the past, do something you enjoy. And I don't know if I've said it on the show, but make sure that you're doing at least one thing, whether it's a small thing, reading a page of a book, listening to a song that you like, watching 10 minutes of an episode of something, just something you enjoy so that you don't get burnt out.
That's solid. That's solid advice. So we've covered a lot that we've done over the past year. Stay tuned for a little surprise after the break.
Yes, we sip it. Tie it.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back. Mel and I are here for a final throwback.
So I've prepared a very, very choppy but hopefully meaningful video for Faye and the rest of our audience today. And so we're just gonna roll that clip.
Welcome to Major Discussions. I'm your host, Fega Chotoretsky. Major Discussions is the new show that explores the stories of students right here on campus. I personally came here to SUNY Oswego for the broadcasting program because I love to hear people's stories and to do work just like this. Everyone, please welcome Melinda Brancato. Hangman!
What fun. It's my turn to host you.
Okay, so you mentioned your father's a firefighter. How did that affect you growing up?
First word that comes to mind when you think of the color orange, Faye.
I'm gonna say fire trucks even though they're not orange. They're red. Why am I saying orange?
This game doesn't make science fair. All goes over. Oh my goodness. It's just going straight up like a stick.
Check your balance. There it is. Bring it around.
Last round, cheers.
Okay, cheers.
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 Woo.
Oh, that's stink bug. Whoa!
Very, very bad.
It's
No,
marshmallow.
no.
I won.
How can
Let's
they?
go.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. Car. So I'm gonna. Okay. I hope you're enjoying this all because we're lost.
Pressure.
We gotta put this to rest. Sports talk or Lakers connections. Which would you rather watch?
It was fun. It was fun baking all together and then getting it judged. I think that was. You're gonna find it really hilarious because we find it hilarious. So that should be good.
Powerpuff Girls.
Is there Chemical X in there as well?
Yes. There's something in here.
Salsa is our chemical X.
Every time you laugh, we're gonna hit you with our good old Nerf.
Every
blaster.
time I laugh.
Every time you laugh. And
All
when
right.
you run out of darts, that's where the beans come in.
It's one of those shows where you can just walk in and you fit right in.
I'm just gonna say, talking to camera one back there, we both said at the same time, oh, she looks like the Joker.
Oh
No, Mel.
Have fun.
no, I'm not.
Okay. It smells
Munch
like
up.
barbecue sauce.
No.
Who is most likely to bail you out from jail? I'm gonna say Faye, old reliable here.
So that video was compiled from little moments of every one of our shows on Major Discussions. In total, we've had 21 episodes, making this one number 22. So Taylor Swift, let's go. Which means, depending on how you've looked at it, we've plagued or blessed the TV screens of the people for 660 minutes. Out of all that time, what do you think your favorite memories have been?
Oh my goodness, there are so many. I feel like our features have been so fun for me. I mean, every time I think about it, I think of Dom's impressions.
Thank you. Okay, that was like one of mine too.
Okay, I think of Dom's impressions because I'm just like, honestly, when we sat down for the brunch meeting, we had like at that point in our show, we would do like a pre-interview just to make sure that they were like a good fit for the show. And Dom was like, I do impressions. And we're like, oh no.
We were both so nervous that like this is gonna go horribly wrong. Like this guy, because I had him in my music class, and that's how we had met. But we didn't know him that well until obviously doing the show, and now we're great friends, and you know we hang out. And I have helped him film a couple of his episodes for Dom's Dinner Bell, which you should totally check out.
But we were so nervous, and it just went so well. That was like amazing. Just the.
I'll clip that. We'll put it on the Instagram so you guys can watch that if you haven't already. And then this has been an incredible experience working with you.
What about yours? What's been your favorite moment?
I was gonna say Dom. I didn't think we were gonna have the same one. I think also though, our finales have always been my favorite because we get to work with other shows. Specifically the sports talk one. I had this glitter shirt for Brian Redman, ready to go. We said Jacob made it, but I totally stayed up like all night, like editing a video that looked like okay, this is a big goal for me this next upcoming semester in the fall is to learn how to edit videos. Big goal of mine, because right now they all look like garbage and they take me way too long. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and we had glitter in the office for I think 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of glitter everywhere, and glitter never comes out.
Yeah.
Ever.
But yeah.
So much glitter.
Enough about glitter.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to hear from our crew.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel too. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. For this segment, we're going to have an open floor up to the people behind the camera and other members of our crew to talk to us about their experiences behind the scenes. So in my hand right now, I have a stick mic. First up, we're going to have Dylan, our floor manager today, come speak with us. Scooch over.
Come on, Dylan.
Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. Yeah, please do. Make yourself comfortable. So, good. Okay. Do you have a question for us? If not, that's okay. We'll ask you a question.
If you could interview anyone on this show, whether in Oswego or outside of Oswego, who would it be?
Oh, that's tough. See, because this is why we're having that segment, so we don't have to choose. Faye, any thoughts?
Do you have anybody? I don't know. I'd want to hear from Oprah. I'm like, Oprah, how did you do that?
He means on the show.
Oh, what do you mean?
Okay. On the show, that's why we're doing the rotating thing. We want to choose. In human life, like everybody famous and stuff, I'd say Mariska Hargitay. I love her. So, yeah. Okay, next person, Jake Dickey. Why don't you come over here?
How's it going?
Hiya.
Scooch over.
You gotta scooch over. I'm sorry. We didn't plan ahead on this. Do you have a question for us, or would you like us to ask you a question?
I suppose you did that. I'm kind of recent. You did that food challenge. Which of the challenges that you've done has been the most disgusting?
I feel like the jelly beans.
Bean Boozled is a good answer, but I'm gonna say the Bake Off, but it wasn't even necessarily our gross experience, it was the judges.
Yeah, you
so
tortured
thank you,
them.
Kate, Ben, and Dom for that, and I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, Bean Boozled.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Who else wants to come on up? Mel saying no, that's okay.
We're looking at you.
Somebody in the back, Zach. I'm just gonna start calling names. Zach. Okay, Kaylee.
Hey. Come.
We're so excited to have you.
Scooch over, Mel.
All right.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Woo. Hi.
I really don't have a question for you guys. I just want to say thank you for having me. Well, not on the show, but just like having me on this crew. This is my second time being on this crew, and it's such a fun time. And this was like my priority. I was like, I want to be back on this show.
Yes.
Yay! So I'm
Love
so
that.
happy to be here, and you guys are amazing.
That's so
Thank you
awesome
so
to
much.
hear.
That means
Thank
so
you
much
for
to
doing
us.
this. We appreciate all our crew's work so much.
Yeah, you guys
because
help
make
us
it
out
happen.
a lot. We would not have a show without you guys.
Yeah.
The vines always get put up by everybody on the crew. Dylan
Yes.
is always untangling them. Kaylee, you helped me out with like transitions on the video because I very panicked. Was like, oh, good, you're early. Like, yeah, I came early today. Jacob, he's also very helpful. He's helped us with the script. Garrett, everybody has just been
So
awesome.
amazing.
So our next person, come on up. We want to get as many people out here as possible.
Come. Next person.
All right, Tim.
Come out. Hey.
Hey. This bad boy is yours.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on.
Guess I'm sitting down.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Hi.
All right, so I guess my question is, what has been your favorite game you guys have played on the show?
PR Panic.
I really liked the Crossfire.
We
I know
killed it.
you're sick of it. Mel
We
is sick
burned it
of
to
it.
the ground.
Mel is sick of it, but I love Crossfire.
I think we could have came up with different questions and we probably would have been fine, but we were using the same deck.
The same deck, and I think it was because we asked the same questions over and over. That might have been what killed it for you.
Yeah, it's okay. That's just repetitiveness. I like to keep it fresh and different as much as possible, which is why we also didn't play PR Panic this season, I should say. But yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, this wasn't a game, but I really enjoyed when you guys were like decorating the pumpkins and stuff.
Oh yeah, I totally almost sliced my hand on that.
Those pumpkins,
Yes.
like real, like true works of art.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun. We had a lot of fun doing that.
That was
fun and dangerous.
Yeah.
Don't try it at home, folks.
All right, next person. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank
Yes.
you.
Hey.
Hey.
I think it's real funny because they keep complaining how the mic isn't on.
The mic isn't on.
Nah, that's what they keep saying. So.
Turn it on. Should be mic 4 or 5.
Well, anyway.
Oh, like physically not on. Oh, that's us. Okay. Well, I guess speak loud.
Speak loud, catch it on our mics, I guess.
I really don't have a question for y'all. It's just like I'm really happy for the opportunity I got, because this is my first time being on an original production or anything with WTOP. So I am really happy for that. And it was like everything is so accepting. Like the crew back there is amazing, So I think it's
Yeah.
really cool.
And we really, really appreciate you and the rest of our crew. You've really helped, and just being able to send you anything, Paris, it's amazing.
Yeah. Yay! I'm so happy. So we're your first show then.
Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good start. It's a good start.
It's kind of sad that you're coming to an end. It's like I just got not just got comfortable, but you know, getting comfortable, and it's like it's coming to an end, so it's kind of sad. But
I know.
I am happy for you, all the opportunities you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. It's bittersweet.
Yeah,
That's a good way to put it.
definitely.
If you want
And we're really glad to have
so
you.
he can turn it on because I don't know how to do it.
Technical difficulties.
Yes, we're no stranger to that. All right, if we can get a next guest up who speaks loud.
From behind the camera, we want you to come back here.
Yeah, Garrett!
Yeah, Garrett! Garrett! Yes!
What's up?
So, okay, so you were going to be our last, so I'm assuming we're missing...
Nusi and Jacob are the last couple.
Okay.
If they still want to come out there, they can.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. For me, like, I've been on the show since your first season, so seeing you guys grow and seeing how the show has progressed, it's been eye-opening. I think you guys have become a lot more confident on the camera. I think you guys have found your niche. And I just say, like, the improvement from the first episode to now has been nothing short of remarkable and amazing. So, I mean, I don't have a question per se, but I just think seeing you guys, seeing the friendship develop, seeing the show progress and evolve as the seasons have gone on, I think it's incredible. I'm just happy I was there throughout all 4 seasons.
Yeah, we're really grateful for that as well. I want to say, as I was going through like looking for clips, so you guys mentioned having a wow count. We've brought it up before. I did not get a final wow count because I did not watch all 660 minutes of our show. But another thing
that can be a challenge for our audience.
Another thing
can
that
you
we
get our
say
wow count?
is that's so exciting. I always say we're so excited. Excited, I think, is like word number 2 on that count. So.
I think major is even more than wow at this point.
Yeah, it was more gimmicky than anything.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, like I said, like you guys had a lot of those filler words with the wow, that's awesome, all that stuff. But I mean, like I said, when you guys have grown, that's what I'm talking about. Like you guys don't really say it as much. Like it's good to get there a couple of times, but I think you guys have become a lot more confident. You guys know how to have an interview change and evolve over the course of the show. I'm just very proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate everything you've done for our show. You've been here.
Yeah, it's an honor. It's an honor.
It's an honor to have you.
Yeah.
Chan the man, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Are we having anybody else from the back? Are we having anybody else from the back? Oh my goodness, Nusi. I see Nusi got up.
Yes.
We can see them behind the camera. Nusi!
Yay!
Hi.
Hello.
All right.
I'm the audio person, and this mic is still not on.
Seriously?
I'll just use it for show.
It's a prop.
Yeah.
Can you hear it on my mic? I should have maybe.
Hi.
There. Okay.
So I don't have a question, but I was talking to Garrett before the show, and I was just talking about how that first time back from COVID in the fall of 2021, I remember seeing you, Faye. I remember you went up to Chris Brewster, who was the original productions guy at the time, and you were asking all these questions, and you were mad excited. And it's cool that I was able to see like that moment from then on, the growth of this show. And I just want to say that I'm proud of the both of you guys, and you guys are going to do great things.
Thank you. I remember we watched your show, and you were kind of one of the people that inspired us to go try to do out of studio content. Yeah. We kind of did that more our second season.
Yeah.
With
Kanaya in the lab.
Yes.
We did with Ben and the piano stuff.
The judo thing ended up being a special segment, but that was so much fun. I got to flip a bunch of people. I almost fell. It was great.
No, I do. I remember that with the OX5, our thing was out of studio segments, and no one was really doing it. And I saw you guys were the first show that started doing it when we were doing it afterwards, and I was just like, oh, this is great, friendly competition. I'm loving it, and the stuff you guys have done and the people you've interviewed, it's honestly just so amazing. And like I said, I'm proud of the both of you. Sad it's coming to an end, but bigger and better things await you guys.
Thank you. All right. We really appreciate how much of an inspiration and help you are to our show.
No, yeah, of course. Thank you guys for having me. And we'll give it up for the last person.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Rather than a game, I'd rather have a last person.
Here's the prop mic.
So come on out.
Come on out. Hello.
Rather than a game.
Yeah.
All right.
Who needs a game if we can have our whole crew here?
The mic is on. It's just, I don't know if he's doing that thing. But,
oh.
No, I'm only kidding. Yeah, kind of just to echo the sentiments of Garrett and Nusi there. I mean, you guys, I haven't been a part of the show as long as maybe Garrett has, but just to kind of be a part of what you guys have done here and to watch the show, because I don't really do much outside of clicking a few buttons back there. So I just listen to you guys and listen to the way you guys have progressed, not just as hosts, but more so as people and being relatable and having that type of thing nailed down. You guys have really improved tenfold to the point where you guys are just on such another level. So you guys should really be proud of yourselves for your improvement, not just as hosts, but as people over the last 2 years. So it's going to be sad to see you guys go, but you guys should be very proud of the work you guys did. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I'm going to let you talk for the next minute. So
okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fake mic. I want to reiterate with what little time we have left how grateful I am to have been brought on the show and to have worked with you, and that I'm really proud of you, of all of our growth, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everything.
Thank you.
A muffled hug, sorry.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful for having brought you on, and we're going to need to toss it, so.
Yes.
That was Major Discussions. Folks, we hope you had as much fun as we did. It's so bittersweet.
You can follow us on our Instagram pages, Melinda_Brancato and Fega_KH, to keep up with us personally.
Stay tuned for all the other major things we'll continue to do, and have a good night, folks. Bye. Bye.